Oh, my God, we're here. I lost a quarter. Damn it.
You'll be all right.
I don't know. Oh, there it is, the fourth quarter. Yay. All right, so what's today, Monday?
Yep.
I really preferred last week when it was a Tuesday.
Yeah. I can understand that specifically today, though.
Yeah, that would have helped a lot. Jack, how was the fair?
I actually didn't end up making it, but it runs for a couple more weeks, so I'm going to go.
Hey, Lobster Fest is back.
Yeah, I can't wait
that?
for that.
Where is it exactly?
San Pedro, it's the 18th and 19th, I believe, the Saturday and Sunday or whatever. Of September, coming up. Not next weekend.
Should I tell you my bitchin' plans that involve you and then say I'm working so we can't actually do it? Or should I suck you into what a great idea I have, and when you go, wow, that sounds great, then go, I'm working, I really can't do it.
All right, let's hear it.
Yeah.
I was thinking, since I'm a skipper, I'd charter us a nice 50-foot boat, because that's what I'm legal to, and we could all take it down to San Pedro, get a guest slip, rock out, sleep, take the boat back the next day. Doesn't that sound fun?
Oh, bitchin'.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm working, sorry.
Oh, it sounds, wow, bitchin'.
Sorry, can't do it, I'm working.
But you know what I have a bitchin' idea for?
What do you got?
Well, I thought that we'd all load up in a RV.
Yeah.
And that drives, one of those camper types.
I'm pretty sure the V in that is vehicle.
Well, sometimes don't they call the campers an RV?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess a recreational vehicle.
Yeah.
Really, anything you could probably get inside and roll down a hill is probably an RV in a way. Yeah, technically speaking.
So anyway, one of those motor homes. And I thought we'd drive to, where the hell is the Fairplex? Oh, in Pomona.
Pomona.
I've been there. So we go to the Fairplex in Pomona and go to the Monster Truck Madness thing.
Bitchin'. What day?
I don't know because I tore it out of my fair book to make sure I went. And now
that's
I lost
awesome.
it.
You have a fair book.
Yeah, but
she's always thinking.
It was on this page.
So you tore it out to remember her?
Yeah, it was right. It was, see?
Wouldn't it have been easy to remember had you left it in a book?
Well, I didn't know if I'd always have the book. It's in here. No. No. It's sometime between September 11th and 17th.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm working.
Yeah. So I thought that would be really fun, the monster truck. And I think we're going to get a monster truck driver on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like Bigfoot or something?
Yeah, or the
Gravedigger?
Gravedigger, somebody like that.
These are probably like old things they don't do anymore. Do they still have these guys?
I don't really know, yeah.
Because I think the Gravedigger's probably actually dead, the real driver.
Stench is dying in there because he knows all the names of them. Well, thank God he flipped us off.
The Gravedigger sucks and all wrestlers are gay. Morning, Stench. Footballs for pansies.
I think it's like bozos. They just, the truck stays around. You get new drivers.
They are not bozos. They are finely tuned, talented individuals.
So was Bozo.
Bozo worked with kids. These guys work with adults.
You ever see one of those things? Also, one dad, 97 kids.
Monster Truck Madness is what that's all about. I'm going. You guys can't stop me, even though you want to.
We do want to, and if you really want, if you give me
Jack
this,
doesn't want to.
I want to join you.
If you give me the secret signal, I'll start talking you out of this as soon as possible.
No, Jack's going with me.
All right.
In my RV that you drive.
I'd see you guys when you get back.
You're not going to go to Monster Truck Madness?
Yes, I'm going to go with you in the RV.
Well, what if we don't have an RV and that part falls apart?
Oh, so all of a sudden it's already falling apart.
Well, I know I'm going. I don't care what you say. I'm going.
I didn't say anything except I'd go. Don't turn on me.
But I know you won't.
I know you won't.
I will.
You won't.
I know where Pomona is.
One of my first girlfriends is from Pomona.
Who?
Pomona. That's her name. She lives in San Gabriel. No, Pomona.
I remember the days Builder Bob and I used to go to the old home show in Pomona.
Really?
Oh, it was dreamy. We had the best dates ever. They were so romantic.
I'll bet.
Home show in Pomona. Woo, yeah.
Look at the jacuzzis.
Yeah.
And who knew later on there'd be Mike? Who's the swing guy?
No, his name is Ted.
Ted.
Yeah.
Ted the swing guy.
Ted.
Yeah.
Ted's hot.
From the home show, no less.
Oh, yeah.
Is that almost like cheating, though? Even though you didn't meet him at a home show with Builder Bob, meeting someone at a home show, which you used to do with Builder Bob.
Gosh, I know what you're saying.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we have rules.
I don't know. What?
It wasn't the same home show. It's okay. It's like...
It would have been different if I would have walked by with Builder Bob and saw Ted earlier in the season.
Right.
But because it was a totally different home show and a totally different time in my life, I'm okay.
Okay. Had you ever seen Ted while you were on a date with Bill
That
Bob?
kind of been weird.
That'd be kind of cheating.
That would be kind of like that.
Even though the event is over.
And the relationship with Bill Bob is over. It still would have been weird.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, disrespectful, I think is the word, Anyway, gush check, so I have to cross this off. Danny, see that first thing I have on Monday's show.
I'm looking at Jack Sparrow update.
Gotta
check that right off.
Right, that because Jack didn't go, so I'm gonna look, Jack. I have to cross it out.
Take that one off the list.
Yeah.
But you can put monster trucks on. We talked
it is,
about
right
that.
Here. Hey, that's up in this corner.
There you go. Good. Put a little star by that one.
And then we were still gonna talk to Baseline Termite about the chase, but I think, gosh, it's been a week, so I'll mark that one off.
Oh, if we could ever get them on the phone and find out if it was one of their drivers or a stolen truck, I'm still interested.
I still want to get that bounty hunter guy on.
Dog.
Yeah, I got him, so I'll keep him
See
on
what I
the
mean,
list.
though? Did you see the commercial?
I've seen the show.
Have you?
Oh,
Did he
bragger.
go after Hawaiian in that show?
Yes.
See, he's going after Pakalukalele.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, she works this corner, and he pulls up, and there she is.
Right.
It's like, how hard is it to find
that was
people?
it?
Yeah, it's like you knew right where to go.
The time I saw it, the guy gave himself up. They didn't have to wrestle him down or
Nothing.
anything.
Well, I want to talk
Dog
to Dog.
just shows up and says, hey, I have my mullet and my attitude. So give up.
I want to talk about his wife. She was smoking hot.
She's the hottest babe at the trailer.
Let's see, what else do I have on my list for Monday? Oh, Oprah's big announcement is today.
Right.
Yeah, Oprah makes her big announcement today. Nobody knows what it is. It's a secret. What do you think?
I think one is that she's re-signed for 2007, so she's going to stay with the show. And then the big one I would think would be adopting.
Because she's been planning all month long for this one.
They said all summer long.
All summer? Wow.
Because all month makes her like it's inappropriate that Oprah got a baby. You go right back to the, hey, how'd you get the healthy baby after only 1 month?
Yeah.
We get the baby after 6 years.
I think she's going to start an orphanage or something. Like, I'm so great, and here's what I do for kids. Some people are saying that she's
a baby of the month club.
Some people say she's going to give away $1 million for the person that like does the best in the world, and some people say she's going to get married. I don't think she'd get married on the show.
What time will I find out?
At like 3 o'clock today?
3 o'clock?
Yeah. So
I still don't have that fancy East Coast stuff because they won't give it to me.
Revisit after you have hate. Can you ever love again? Because we really never got to that one.
Right. That was good, I thought.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That one. That one's a good one. Tiger Woods, his marriage theory. Usher and the Fabio deal breakers. We got to get that. That was the whole thing.
I think we might have to talk about Flavor Flav.
Why? What's up with him?
You'll see. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Really?
Yeah. We'll
I'm
get some clips.
excited. We need one.
We'll write one.
All right. Anyway, I think we're already. My God, have we ever done first calls of the day this early?
I don't think so.
No way.
Yeah, way.
No way.
Shaw. Jack?
The first call of the day with Jamie and Danny.
All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray,
And the sky is gray.
I've been for a walk on a winter's day. Turn and face the strange changes. You're as cold as ice. Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter.
Wow, it seems shorter that time. I hadn't even gotten up to dance yet, Jack.
Yeah, my God. Well, Jack hates us.
What? I didn't do it. It's the same length as it was last
Stench, will you go to the Monster Truck Madness thing with me?
When is the Monster Truck Madness? I got Monster Truck Madness driver coming on, I know.
Sometime between September 11th, September 17th.
Well, today's the 13th. So
Dude.
Well, the other 2 days it was not it then.
Monster trucks rule.
I know.
I know they're cool. I got to ride one before.
You
I
did.
did a peel out inside Anaheim Stadium.
Wow. He's ridden.
Oh, yeah, he knows the whole
You've
deal.
had a monster truck experience.
Okay.
I was scared.
Can I top him?
Okay.
He was here for it, too. Thrown to the ground by Hulk Hogan. Whatever.
Yeah, but this
I
is
was
monster
lifted up.
trucks.
Yeah,
not
but it's
monster
also
men.
it's also his favorites. And I got mauled by Hulk Hogan. Did you? No, I don't think so.
Because Hulk Hogan couldn't maul me.
I knew you were going to say
Yeah,
that.
that's right. Yeah, basically what you told us is a story about an escort.
What?
A little car in his world because he's bigger than the Hulk.
How many people are bigger than the Hulk?
Drove around in a tiny little car. He drove around. Not only could he throw the Hulk down to the ground, but he drove in a monster truck.
Wow, you're my hero.
And it peeled out in Anaheim Stadium. Duh.
And I was scared because you're so high, you feel top heavy. Like, oh, it's going to flip, but it doesn't.
That's awesome.
You sucked us in, man.
I can tell you one thing that you also haven't done, Stench, and that is you've never said this incredible line. Probably, let me read this. The greatest line said on television this weekend, at least the greatest for all of us personally. The greatest line ever said in television. We saw it this weekend. Jack, do you have the greatest line ever? Okay, go ahead.
So, let's get back on the bus and start the adventure. I gotta go with you on that.
Yeah!
Just being one of the top lines ever said on television.
I mean,
It was great.
it's it's no Martin Luther King.
Oh, I think it is Start the Adventure. It's almost the same thing.
Let's get back on the
and
bus.
Get Back on the Bus was very much like the Million Man March. Are you kidding? I said people free.
Let's get back on the bus and start the adventure. The greatest line ever said in television history. Jack, do you have it again?
Let's hear it. So, let's get back on the bus and start the adventure.
Yeah.
You know what? I got to say two things. One, I agree with Stench, possibly one of the all-time great lines ever delivered. But you know what?
What?
Not said perfectly. It would have just been a great line. It's the way I deliver that that makes it one of the all-time.
Yeah.
Let me show you. Let me show you good.
Okay.
Even good plus.
All right.
Let's get back on the bus and start the adventure. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. This is great. Now imagine cheering of
Right.
hundreds. Ready? And I say, I walk up, I step up to the mic,
Yeah.
and I say, so let's get back on the bus and start the adventure.
Oh,
Yeah. Wow. That is great. This all, of course.
Don't worry, you can all keep your jobs. When they say, Danny, you don't need any help at all, because you can say that line 4.5 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Yeah.
I'll say, oh, no. I remember it was Jamie that brought me to the dance. She's going nowhere.
Yeah. So this is what, part of the Partridge family?
That's the only thing I had to do last night, really.
Yeah, I watched it. Danny's like, hey, it's on Sunday nights right before it's real life. I'm like, cool, I'm watching. I'll tape it. I'm going to watch. Danny had about that line, and that was about it last night.
Next week, I will have about the same amount of stuff to do, and then the week after is the Danny show, where I will then co-host.
Because it was the search for Keith last night.
Yeah.
Oh, well, apparently there was a wardrobe malfunction. Suzanne?
We might dispute this.
Yes.
Can you hold on, and we got to take a little break. Can you tell us about the wardrobe malfunction with Danny when we come back?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I didn't mean to show that part.
Mad at you guys, but so hold on, Alina. I want to know why you're mad.
Yeah, me too.
Because
it's hardly ever that anybody's mad at all three of us together because we never believe the same stuff.
Well, and Stench says you're all different.
Right.
Yeah, we don't fit together.
It's not like a group of you could be a group angry.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe she hates monster trucks.
Oh, she
but
might.
I'm not a huge monster truck fan, so that leaves me out.
Well, that makes you an idiot.
Yeah. I can't see why all three of us.
If you don't love the monster trucks.
You don't know how hard it's been to live with myself with that. Because I came to that realization years ago, but wouldn't tell anyone. Like I pretended and I wore Bigfoot t-shirts until recently. And then finally I said, you know what? I have to take a big swim in Lake Danny. And I took off the Bigfoot shirt.
But instead, what you'd rather be riding on is the Partridge Bus. Because why, Jack?
So let's get back on the bus and start the adventure. You know what's funny is you'd think by the third time it wouldn't hit you like that, but still.
It kind of gives me
chills. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Let's get back on the bus and start the adventure.
Not a bus.
The bus.
The bus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't like monster trucks, but you like the bus.
The bus, please.
Crush that bus with Bigfoot.
Oh, that's what we should do.
That's
I'm driving
totally what
the
we should do.
Bigfoot and I'm running over the bus.
Oh, that's really funny.
Because usually the bus runs over people.
Yeah. While one of us stands there heaving.
Right. And this time it's going to be opposite. How funny. All right, Suzanne, you wanted to talk about the Dan's wardrobe malfunction last night on the Partridge Family, whatever it's called.
In search of
Good morning.
Morning.
Hi.
First of all, thanks for taking my call so early in the morning.
No problem.
Oh, that's what we're here for. Susan, is it Susan or Suzanne?
Susan.
All right, Susan.
Hi, Susan. So, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm here. There's traffic on the line for some reason. I don't know if it's
There's
on my-
traffic on the line?
Yeah, it's like another line or something. Anyways,
Try turning down your radio. Is your radio down all the way?
No, I don't even have it on. There, it's off now.
Oh, Jack
Okay.
pushed it. Jack, that was amazing. You fixed the
Nice,
problem.
Jack Hines.
Wow,
from Burbank.
Jack, fixing the problem. Changing lives and fixing the problem. All right, Suzanne, the traffic has gone out of your head, and you are the first call of the day, and you had what to say?
Well, Danny, I know you're always saying on the radio that you're not very well endowed, but last night you would have never known it.
You thought I had a Schwanzenheffer?
Your pants were so tight.
How tight were they?
They were so tight. You could see every little nook and cranny that
Hold
you
on!
have. It was not nice.
It was not seemly?
Wow, it wasn't nice. His pants were too tight, and it wasn't nice.
It was not cute. It was not cute at all. It did nothing for you. I know you're supposed to wear 70s clothes and fit the part, but those pants were too tight.
Well, they were. I'll tell you the truth. Those pants were just about painted on, but that's really my fault and not the wardrobe department's fault. Yesterday was the 30-day and weigh-in for the court. You know, I sponsor Quarter Slimmer. They sponsor me. And I put my scale away for 30 days, and yesterday was the day I got to take it out. And I lost so much weight that I kind of demanded smaller pants. Now, take a look at the way these fit there, Jamester.
Well, they're better because you've worn them twice now.
These are the shows from last night.
Yeah, I mean, they would be
stole
way
them.
too tight if they were on for another. I mean, if they were on yesterday.
Yeah, but I mean, when I got in these pants, I was
my
so
pants
excited.
lose a size if you wear them 2 days in a row. Which, by the way, you are wearing those 2 days in a row, which
Yes.
is kind of creepy. But
I was this is how happy I am to fit in these pants.
yeah, but they don't count the second day because
They don't?
right? Isn't it true, Susan, that the second day you wear the same pair of pants, they stretch out?
Yes.
Yeah, and then by the third day, if you wear jeans 3 days, then you've got yourself.
It looks
I
like
mean, especially if you're sitting down. But Danny was, if you're sitting down and you stand up and sit down, stand up, it
well,
stretches
they're
out.
already snug, and this is the second day of wearing them. So
they're supposed to be
Yeah.
snug, though. I must tell you that I agree with Susan completely. I wanted these clothes painted on me. I pulled out the scale.
Unless you're a country singer, I don't think they're supposed to be snug.
Well,
It was not good.
you have the flash of when I hit the scale. Are you ready for this? 22 pounds I've lost.
Let's talk about your pants,
So-
though. She doesn't
well,
want to
that's-
talk about your weight. She wants
right.
to talk about your pants.
But haven't you ever gone down and said, okay, now I can fit into this size, and as long as you can button the button, that's it. I can wear these.
Well, I'm not so extreme as you are.
That's true. Almost. I actually wrote that to somebody last night. A tad extreme.
Yeah.
Well,
But
it was midnight last night when I turned it on, and I love the Partridge Family, so
Thank you.
I was just to the whole thing, and
I hate your
I
pants.
thought maybe it was just my eyes functioning because it was late, so I waited for commercial and I came back and it was there again.
What do you mean there? Are you talking about my wiener?
Well, the whole thing. It's just, I thought maybe it was just me, but
He put a sock in it.
Yeah.
that's exactly what it looked like.
Awesome.
I know Dan.
Hey, can I ask you something aside from my fashion? What'd you think of the show? I had not seen it nor seen a script. That was the first.
show was wonderful.
Did you?
I honestly, I love the Partridge Family. I never missed an episode, and the way you guys did the acting part of it and the
That was
judging
weird.
part of it. Yeah, it was great. I thought when you guys said you're going to do the same bit with Shirley Jones over and over again, I thought it was going to be the how old she is now, that part of it.
Right,
right?
I'll
You guys
explain
need
this
go
to
back.
everybody in a little bit, but I had not seen
That's
the show.
okay.
It was live, and no, it's really neat. I think
It
you'd
was
appreciate it.
wonderful. And
I doubt
I'm
it.
catching next week to do the Lorries, but they did the Keiths last night.
Keith last night, Lauren next week. I think I'm the week after that, and then Shirley's the week after that. So,
Are
but
you
all
guys
in
not-
all, you thought it was a good show?
I'm guessing you did this. You acted out a scene,
I
or you showed a scene, and then you acted out a scene, and then you had the contestants try the same thing.
No, here's what was cool because I'd never seen it before. They showed a scene on this giant screen. Then they just make David Cassidy disappear and put in the new guy live.
Oh, that's
He's
cool.
standing there, and there's different angles. They move him, so he is literally, aside from you can hear people laugh on the one with Shirley in it, it looks like he's in the Partridge. He's in our house
really
with
cool.
Shirley
Is he
Jones.
working on a green screen or how?
Blue screen, yes.
Or whatever
It
color.
was amazing.
Well, that's hard for him.
My line was supposed to be, nice job, but I had never seen it before, so I just went, wow, that was creepy.
And they actually did a really good job on it. Every single one of the guys that did it was really
Well, yeah,
good.
because they're acting without actual people there, right?
Right.
That's hard.
And time it,
It was
because
really cool.
what happens is if you don't time it exactly, Shirley just steps all over your line. You didn't deliver.
Exactly.
If you go too fast, there's this huge gap till she talks. It was really weird.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. And you think the 3 finalists are good?
I thought you guys got rid of a couple of ones that I thought should have stayed.
So did my wife. My wife was
Let's talk
mad.
about Dan's wiener.
My 2 favorite subjects, especially if somebody's been tricked into thinking it's big.
TV ads didn't bounce.
All right. I told you. Well, second of all, I'll tell you about the nagging wife syndrome and what you should do to stop your wife from nagging. But in the meantime, my girlfriend is on the line and she's mad at all of you.
Right, because I think we've established that I delivered the best line in television history and I have a giant wiener.
Yeah,
I think that's really been covered.
You know, in 1 hour of the show, that's what we have.
I think we've covered that. As much as I'd like to stay, even, I get that we have to move on.
Yeah, but let's hear one more time the best line ever in television history.
So, let's get back on the bus and start the adventure.
Let's get back on the bus and start the adventure,
Still,
friends.
look at the hair on my ears.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at that.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
I hope I can memorize that one.
I hope I could, too. The monitor went out. Oh, I didn't even, I don't want to brag.
Yeah, but you did that one all, like, alone and stuff? Without any help?
No, there it was.
Did you hear that best line ever?
Best line ever? I'm still weak in the knees.
I know. Do you think
From the giant wiener or the best line ever?
Best line ever.
Because we need to practice. I hope I can memorize that.
Do you want to try it? But you need us to cheer in the background, though, because it won't sound right.
On the, oh, boy, see that.
So you want to say truck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a problem for me.
Let's get back on
track.
The bandwagon.
See, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get back on the wagon. I've said that one a lot.
Oh, yeah. But you tend to say let's get off of it.
Yeah. Oh.
Alina.
I am so pissed off with every single boy in that room right now.
Wow. This is my friend.
Angry foreigner.
Is it because we're citizens?
Shut up. Okay, Jamie comes in this morning and asks how everybody's weekend's been. Not one of you asked her or even remembered that we did the Avon walk for breast cancer.
Yeah, you evil Santas.
Listen, foreigner, I can explain this.
So can I.
We know that it's actually a big deal that Jamie was on the Avon Walk that raised over $4 million this weekend for the fight against breast cancer.
Right.
And we were waiting till a better, more prime time, opportune moment in the morning during AM drive time.
Is that what it was? That's why you didn't ask me about my day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you might want to start over there, Alina, because I would say that I started my morning at 4:30 when Jamie and I arrived coincidentally at the same time, because that almost never happens. And that's when I carried all her bags.
Yeah,
because she was sore from doing the walk.
But let me just tell you, he didn't ask me anything. I told him. It wasn't until we got on the elevator and I was taking too long to walk over to the elevator.
All bow-legged.
And he's like, what the hell's wrong with you?
I said,
I saw you and laughed.
I go, let me take one of your bags. So she hands me this huge bag, but it's really light. So I take it and I'm walking. I look back and she's still just hunched over. And I go, maybe this is maybe this is the light bag. Give me the heavy bag. So she gives me the heavy bag. I look back, she's still walking. I go, what the hell is wrong with you? And that's when she reminds me she did the walk this weekend.
But
so
that
we've
was
all known.
But Alina, let me just preface that by I said, how was your weekend? And then he said, oh, it was really hard. I had catering trucks and I had a masseuse and all this stuff on the Partridge family.
One of the chicks peeling my grapes actually left some skin on.
Yeah. And then I said, oh, my God, well, I have a blister the size of Montana on my foot. Oh. I still haven't popped it, Alina.
How are you feeling, Jamie?
You know what happened is yesterday what happened was I took a bath, a really hot bath.
Yeah.
And about 6:40, I put my kepi down, and that's the last thing I remember. 6:40 p.m.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
And
How do you feel, Alina?
I did not wake up at all. I mean, Russ called at 7:30. I didn't even hear the phone ring. I knew I had a message this morning, and I was like, oh, my God, I didn't even hear the phone ring.
Did Miss Alina walk with you?
Oh, yes, she did.
And how are you today, Alina?
Well, I'm pissed off with you guys, but I can walk a little bit with a little limp, but I'm fine.
Yeah, maybe you can walk back to your country and stop calling here.
Hey!
And how are the twins?
Oh, the twins.
That's a haul.
Did they walk? Did they get their own pair of Nikes?
Yeah, we had to put them in a wagon.
She borrowed Shaq's shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, but actually we put a backpack on her to balance her.
A front
That's
pack.
right. We have to balance me out.
Yeah, but boy, why was it so hard this year?
Because they did it a lot. It was a lot hotter. We never did it. We did it in November last time.
Yeah, it was hard. I mean, I was like,
Too
God,
hot.
am I just this out of shape? Why is this hard this time? I mean, it was really hard.
I was in the valley on Friday, and I had to do some shopping, and I was in my leather stuff. And I sat outside to get on my bike, and it just hit me so hard. I thought I was going to faint. It was ridiculously hot. So I'm very proud of you that you marched.
We didn't march at all.
Thank you.
I wasn't even talking to you because I'm mad
But we
at you
did.
now.
There was no marching. We didn't march.
Did you walk to a different drummer?
No, we didn't march. At the end, we shuffled.
That's how you got to work this morning.
Oh, my God. And then I was like, I'm not even going to take off my shoe and look because it hurts so bad that I'm just going to make it to the end. I'm not even going to look at it because I know it's bad. And then Jody had she was had these open wounds on her feet like she was Jesus or something.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. And then, we were all, and then Alina lost her toenail.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fell
How
off.
long did it take her to find out?
Well, she knew something was happening.
Yeah, but when was the last time Alina saw her feet?
That's true.
Shut up.
Shut up, you swine.
Hey, she called in and started off with "I'm mad." You better be ready with some zingers after that.
I'm with her, though. Oh,
yeah.
God. Yeah.
I don't think you guys realize how difficult it was. They joke about it and everything, but it was so hard, and congratulations to everybody that finished it.
Yeah, and you know what's funny, Alina? They don't have any idea because even your soon-to-be husband, as we were sitting outside and we were recapping everything, and you were telling him about your about her toenail, and we were like kind of going. We could not physically get up, and we couldn't do anything. And then all of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, there's your cat."
I know.
We're in the middle of a tragic story about our feet and our bones and our body. He's like, "There's the cat."
Clifford.
Yeah. Oh, I was so mad. We almost killed him. We
Poor
couldn't get up
G.
to riot and kill him.
Right.
But we almost did.
Are you going to save it up, or do you think by the time you're well enough to kill him, you'll have forgiven him?
I think we'll forgive him.
That'll happen.
But they don't, it's that whole story that we told before is they just don't, men don't give you the kind of, when you're in pain or you break something or whatever, the kind of support and love and compassion that you're looking for.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to you.
Exactly. All right, Alina, I'll talk to you later.
Bye, Alina.
But we'll talk about that in a minute because I want to fight you on this one.
Okay.
Because even one of the smartest people I know did it. A Mayo resident did this.
Dumbass should go to jail.
We were already talking about this weekend. That
But
guy
let's
should
not
go
talk
to
about
jail.
it. Let's talk about it right now. We'll talk about it in a minute. And
We're
we'll
talking
debate
about me.
Yeah, Danny.
You've been in jail.
Well, let's not talk about that because I told him I was going to talk about something else. Two things, first of all. First of all, I don't know if I have the best friends in the world or if I have the worst friends in the world. Have you ever, because I hung out all weekend with, a couple of girls.
Yeah, if we have to pick from that first call this morning, we're going with the worst friends.
I love her. You can't do anything. You know why I love her?
Why?
Because we can be the bitchiest people to each other. We're so done yesterday. We're done with each other. We'd spend the whole weekend together. And she's like, I'm going home. I'm sick of you. I'm like, you know what? Good idea. That is best friends.
That's best
because
friends.
You're like, good idea. See you later. Bye-bye.
I'm sick of you guys.
But you
you're
know
my
what I
best
mean?
friend.
You're just done. But it was nothing. We weren't angry at
Right.
each other. But what I'm saying is, Monica, by the way, was our best referee. Our best support ever. She drove along beside us. She'd yell, yay, and all this stuff. And she brought us spray bottles and water and all this stuff. She was amazing. Monica was absolutely our hero through the whole weekend. And she had an air-conditioned car. And at any point, we could have gotten in that car and snuck around a backside and shown up at a different point, and nobody would have known.
Eating lunch.
Any point at all, we would have been able to do this. But this is where I can't decide my friends are my best friends or my worst friends. So Monica would say, you guys look like you're on your last leg, which we were. And she's like, why don't you just get in the car and I'll take you to the next checkpoint and nobody will know. And you guys, you look like you're in pain. You're not going to make it. And my girlfriend's feet were bleeding. And we were all.
And I've seen your blister this morning.
Yeah.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah, big, huh?
Yeah, it's a good one.
So we were, and Alina's toenail was falling off, and we were jacked up. And Monica's like, just get in the car. Nobody will know. I'll take you to the next point. It's fine. You guys don't have to be heroes. There's no race where it's illegal. It's like, I was thinking in my head, my mom wouldn't go, oh, if you don't make this next mile, I'm really going to be disappointed in
No,
you.
cancer patients got the money, cheat or not.
Yeah, exactly. So I was thinking, yeah, we should do that. So then I go, okay, well, what do you guys want to do? And then they go, I don't care. It's up to you. What do you want to do? And then the other one, you know what? I'll leave it up to you guys. Nobody would make a decision. And because we all knew if one of us goes, okay, let's get in. And everybody's like, okay, well, this is your idea. I don't know.
Right.
It's like a best friend thing or a worst friend thing.
It's hard to say because I know exactly what you mean. All it is really is nobody wanted to be, the one that committed, and that it's only them really that cheated. You know, let's get in the van. Well, we'll follow our friend. You're still good friends and they're a cheater.
Yeah, since your feet are bleeding, we'll go.
We'll go.
Yeah, I know.
You're the wuss. You're the cheater. We're the good friends that went with you against our will.
I think that's the worst friend ever, actually. I think we wouldn't have supported each other. We would have, like, thrown whoever, like, you know, pansied out under the bus, even though we all wanted to get in the car.
I'll bet.
Oh, we did. Anyway, all right. So moving on to what I promised to tell you about. Does your wife bitch at you?
Sometimes.
Nag?
Sometimes, yeah.
How come men don't get that thing, like where we say that men nag at us?
Because I think in most cases, you know, there's always somebody's, you know, going to be different. But in most cases, where women nag, it's this annoying sound and it's repetitive. And men make a leap to yelling very quickly.
Maybe that's it.
Men are in a fight where women are nagging.
Yeah.
That is nagging. Will you just shut up? I'm gonna. That's not nagging.
Or is it that men don't care about that stuff is around? Or, you know, like, you don't care if
I don't care if the laundry's done.
Right.
You know, I don't care if the trash hasn't been taken out.
When will you start to care about that?
When it smells, when I have no more underwear, you know, when it's a necessity.
And then you'll do it?
Yeah.
See, I care now and I nag a little bit. But you know why I care? Because I never cared before. But now you know how much I love money.
Yes,
right?
I do.
Well, I pay for a clean house and clean laundry. And I kind of lay in wait for there to be for the house not to either be clean or for me to have nothing to wear. So I can go, God damn it, I pay a lot of money, blah, 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 blah. I want things this way. So I nag a little bit.
But that's where you leap to yelling. You're right.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't.
You don't, you just go into
Are we going to get around this? Because I really don't know. It's right to yelling.
Yeah. So
I take the escalator to the 5th floor.
Yes, you do. Well, here's the way that a man in Eastern India dealt with it. He drug his wife by the hair to the kitchen where he used a cleaver to cut off her tongue. I'm very excited about Oprah's big announcement today. I can't tell you enough how excited I am.
Stedman popped the question.
I just don't
Maybe she's pregnant.
I think when it comes out, we're all going to go, why do we care?
Jack, we will never be disappointed in our Opster.
It's going to be something stupid like, I'm opening up another college in Africa for the AIDS kids. It's going to be one of those big deals like that.
Are you excited about the Oprah thing?
I'm very excited.
See? Woo.
I guarantee it'll be nothing that affects Monica.
Oh.
Yep.
He's saying that
Not
Oprah
gonna
hates
change her life.
Mexicans.
Yeah, totally. I heard her
Big
say it.
announcement.
That she loves
That
Mexicans?
she loves Mexicans. She's embracing us.
I don't think so.
This might affect me a lot more than any of you guys.
No, and she says that Mexicans got her fat with Mexican food, and that's why she hates them.
Oh, my God.
That's her big announcement.
Wow.
Cheese enchiladas made Oprah fat the 12th time. All your fault.
And Monica and I are excited. We're going to call each other today.
I'm TiVoing.
We're going to call all my group of friends who are all going to be a part of that friends and family thing. Oh, my God, what do you think it is? Oh, my God. All right, maybe not. But we are going to discuss.
But if we're going to discuss, I'm going to TiVo.
You understand that if you're home, you can just watch TV
Yeah.
too, right?
I'm never home.
All right. Oh, I forgot that Dan's busy.
He's
Time
very
is
busy.
valuable.
Right.
By the way,
Hey,
I like
do you
that
hear
they're...
that line? Did you hear the greatest line ever delivered on TV? So, let's get back on the bus and start the adventure. Okay.
Well, that's because Danny is creating a life. Let me tell you something, Jack. I remember a time for up to the last 2 years where not only has Danny told us, but his own daughter has said, all my dad does is sit in a room, lock himself in a room, watch TV. So he's been very busy creating stuff because he has a reality show, and there's not really a great show to watch Danny sitting in a room locked up watching TV.
A, she said nap and watch the History Channel, which I can live with better than he sits around and watches TV. And B, you've got a very good point.
Yeah, you have to create stuff.
And don't forget about the rehearsal time it takes to do this.
So, let's get back on the bus and start the adventure. Okay. Next week, and I'm not really sure because they're still working on rewrites, but next week there's a very good chance I say, all right, we've reached stop 1. Now the lorries, get back on the bus.
Oh, could you lose the bus crap?
All right, wait. Well, help me. What?
Are they really on a bus?
Yes.
They get on a bus?
They get on and off the bus a lot.
The real Partridge Family bus, only now it says VH1 on the side.
No, you know
Cool,
what?
but
What
they
it is?
screwed up the side. It didn't say VH1 in the 70s.
Do you know what it is? It's shrink wrap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
It's shrink wrap. It's like a whole new. It's a different time, Jamie.
A whole new time.
It's shrink wrap. So yeah, I'm very busy getting on and off buses. I've got.
Right.
I'm very, very.
And he's busy developing a life because we don't want to watch him watching TV. Right. I mean,
Actually, there's a lot of that. You'll be seeing a fair amount of that.
No, you got to do stuff like
no,
this
because
surreal life.
my family apparently I didn't realize I did this, but apparently my family needs me to do other things that there's mayhem going on around me that I have become kind of impervious to.
Oh, like Ozzy.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little bit in that direction.
You know what's weird? I kind of picture the Dan sitting around in his underwear, watching TV with a big mirror in the room so he can look at himself and weigh himself in between commercials.
I haven't weighed myself in a month. Now I weigh myself 3 times this morning alone.
Forget the crunchy carpet and how he watches porn.
You know what?
You know what? You do not move on, Jamie White. I have hardwood floors now. That was a house ago.
Wow.
That was a whole house ago.
Whoops. Now it's mop and glow. Sorry.
No, it's actually glow and mop.
Jack, nothing.
Yeah.
What?
What's sad for the Dan is that Ozzy didn't have to pretend he was sober. You know, he got to be all wasted on
Dude,
camera.
can I tell you how much that bugs me? That bugs the crap out of me.
He was on pills and drugs.
Oh, no,
Right.
the pills play a very heavy point, and the doctor and the whole thing.
Well, it's going to be really hard for the Dan because on this show, he pretends like it's a solid, happy, perfect marriage. And on the reality show, it's like psychotic and they're in therapy. So.
Well, I don't hide therapy from you guys.
Well, yeah, but you told us once you guys went to therapy, you didn't really take us through like there was drama or anything.
You know what? Here's the bad part, really. And I think, because it's different when you see it, because I've seen the first show. There is no drama, but there really should be. I really looked awful in a way. There's this
You mean
thing
physically or mentally?
mentally, but I don't feel like it.
But I know why.
The therapist is saying this one thing and Gretchen's saying this thing, and I'm saying, I don't get what the problem is here.
Denial.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because Danny's just working around Danny. You know, Danny is like, okay, whatever. So let's say there's some drama in the house or something going on bad with one of the kids. He's probably like, okay, Gretchen, whatever you want to do. And
Right.
it goes back
Leaves.
to the TV. I can see that looking bad.
They could say to me, now theoretically, hopefully, that this show will just be, they won't interfere with my life much. But if they said this is the one where your house catches fire, I'd go, wow, okay. And I would turn on the TV and wait for the smoke alarms to go off.
Yeah, so maybe like when you bring to us like the marriage is solid, good, perfect, blah, blah, blah. And then on the show when we see that it's really like kind of psychotic and Gretchen's upset and blah, 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 maybe in your world it just really is like all roses.
Right.
Or daisy. What is it? What kind of flower
Everything's
product?
coming up
Daisies.
roses.
Opium.
Right. You know what? That will kind of be interesting because when I watch the show, it looks like pandemonium except for me. I'm just going, what's everybody all upset at?
Yeah.
It seems fine.
Well, that's what those muscle relaxers will do to you.
No, you know what really is? It's me going, there's food on the table and there's shelter. And after that.
And you guys should just be happy with that, you bastards, family.
Right. Absolutely.
I gave you a happy meal and a house. Shut the hell up.
Gretchen's going, this is a disaster. You're morally bankrupt, blah, blah, blah. I go, dude, there's a roof over your head. Shut up.
You should be lucky. Otherwise, you'd be working at the Waffle House.
Yeah, that's what I said. The Waffle House is hiring. Damn it. I know she's listening right now because I was in the restroom and still on the phone with her. And she goes, you guys are back on the radio. I came running in here.
All right. Let's see here. We have lots of stuff to talk about. I want to talk about also this love at first sight thing because I'm not sure I really understand it. But Tinch has done the honors of reading it and explaining it to me. So that
good.
should be like quite the synopsis.
I have my theory on it.
Okay. First, let's take Mary Beth, and then we'll get Stench's theory on love at first sight.
Right on.
Great.
Mary Beth, go ahead.
Hey, Jamie, how are you?
Hi, we're lovely. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to say I was at the walk this weekend. I met you, and you're awesome.
Oh, Mary Beth, thanks so much. Now, where did I meet you?
I was one of the ones complaining.
Well, I think
wait,
that
that
doesn't
would be-
narrow the field.
That would be a lot of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I met you right after Rest Stop 1 yesterday. Kind of discussing how the timing was off a bit.
Oh, yeah. It was really, well, not that they care, but we know, Mary Beth, what happened. They would open the first rest stop at 7:30, and it would close at, say, like 10:30.
Right.
Well, they didn't release us 4 miles away until 7:30. So We couldn't get there in time.
I was trying to figure out how would one walk 4 miles in 1 minute.
Yeah.
On the second day.
Somebody didn't go to math college.
No, everybody was really upset about that. But
it was great. It was great, and you were such a trooper. And I feel like I'm really a sister with you because I have a matching blister.
Does yours look like Mother Teresa?
Oh, well, mine looks a little bit like, what's that long state in the middle of
Louisiana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
That Louisiana one kind of goes
I
through the
understand.
Yeah. You're right there with me. Now, are you going to pop yours or are you going to let it hang?
I popped it twice and it's back.
Ooh, see, I haven't popped mine yet.
I want to pop hers and she won't let me.
No, you know what? I'm leaving mine because I'm going to call in sick today.
Over a blister?
Well, no, you don't understand how slow we are.
Look
we
at her.
can't walk because I'm calling in sick.
We can't walk.
I'm calling in sick and then getting a massage.
Oh, I see. I don't think anybody could touch my body right now.
Well, they can't touch my feet.
Yeah, but see,
Can't
I mean,
touch this.
I don't know if I don't know, like on my hips and stuff, if I could stand somebody touching my, my body.
Well, I'll let you know if it's a mistake.
Yeah, because I mean, I think I would scream.
Well, it was. Anyway,
Did you cry at the end?
Yes, of
I
course
did too.
you did.
I know.
Of course you
I mean, everybody. We tried not to cry, but we did.
No, it was
Yeah,
really
it's
moving,
so
but
amazing.
it was. I don't think anybody understands. It was way harder than I thought it was going to be.
But now, has it kicked off like your diet plan and your whole "I'm changing my life" thing?
No,
No?
I actually got thinner to do this, so I was enjoying just inhaling their food, which was actually delicious.
Oh, see, because now for me, since I've walked 40 miles and stuff
You
now,
really started this.
this is that thing I needed.
Oh, that probably, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to start walking again in about another year so that I can, so that I can keep up with it.
Well, make sure that there's a website and stuff, so make sure you make your comments about those rest stops.
Oh, I will. But you know what? Speaking of which, let me put a plug. People can still donate to this because it's just an unbelievable event. And breast cancer keeps going on, as you know. So
every 3 minutes.
So they should still go to, I believe, avonwalk.org
right.
and make donations.
Yeah, avonwalk.org.
Because let me tell you, Jamie earned it. So people.
Well, so did you, Mary Beth. I'm very proud of you. Good for you. You rock.
I'm proud of you.
Yay!
And I'm proud of both of you.
It's my sister blister.
That's nice.
Or twisted blister.
Twisted blister?
Twisted
No.
blister sister.
My twisted blister sister is very nice, but hard to say.
It's our new team for next year.
Right on.
Oh, Jack, I pointed at you for an hour.
Call Jamie and
By the way, here's just a little reason why you shouldn't get road rage today. It says one of the single greatest predictors of unsafe driving in teenagers is having a parent who drives unsafely.
Whoops.
Yeah. Whoops.
How do you drive with your kid, Stench?
Mellow.
Do you?
No, that is such a lie. I remember you saying that you had the baby in the back seat
And
in
I
a car seat, and what
stopped
happened?
When I realized I had the baby, when I looked in the rearview mirror to change lanes to chase the guy, I realized, oh my God, the baby's in the car because she was sleeping, and I stopped.
That is not the story I heard. Jack, what story did you hear?
Baby was in the car.
Chased down the guy, but didn't get out and kick his butt.
Right, because the baby was in the car. Not because, I realized the baby's in the car. It's like, no, you chased him forever, and you guys did this whole thing.
I cut off the pursuit when I realized I had a sleeping baby in the car.
I rode irresponsibly on the motorcycle. There was nothing around to hit, but she went to go fast, and I realized, wow, that's really fast on a motorcycle with a 9-year-old.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, so we're going to talk about this really
By the way,
fast.
120 is so not that fast on that bike.
Well, you didn't have
She
her
was
on.
holding on tight.
Yeah, I don't believe that at all. Don't say that. People get all pissed.
Okay, I'm making that part up.
Yeah, because then you'll get these emails, and then you have to write them all. Oh, I was just kidding. And
I
then-
do have to write them all. I'm addicted.
I would just stop after the T. K, I mean.
Okay. I didn't go to spelling college.
I know. Anyway, let's talk about this for just a quick second, just because it's a brand new study that just came out, and that is about love at first sight. Are you kidding me?
No, I just thought we'd catch up.
Jack, we already have to go to break?
Yeah.
But I just started talking.
I know, but if you stop talking right now, as painful as that will be for us,
I'm not going to.
we will be all caught
I'm not
up.
going to, and we're spending too much time talking about how I'm not going to stop talking. Here's the deal. They are talking about love at first sight, and it says, what?
We're wasting too much time talking about how I'm not going to stop talking.
I heard that too.
We are. So I can set this up at least. Let me get it out of my mouth and set it up.
Hurry up!
Jesus Christ.
God! No, they didn't.
They finally gave a name to Ivana Trump's new show. Did you see it?
It's not too bad.
I hate it. Well, first of all the reality shows are very interesting.
Some are good.
Yeah.
Some are good. This Surreal Life thing or Surreal World thing.
Oh,
is
yeah.
pretty
Everybody
good.
loves that one.
The Apprentice.
I just don't think Ivana's show is going to be that great because she won't let her guard down and see what she really...
Plus, it's a one-trick pony, really.
Yeah.
The title gives it all away.
I want to see her having a breakdown and freaking out and being jealous about Donald and, watching The Apprentice and screaming at him and stuff, but she'll never do that.
I don't think so.
No, absolutely not. Instead, it's called Ivana Young Man.
Wow. It's a catchy title, but it should be for an episode, not the whole show.
And it's about Ivana teaching 20-something men how to date 40-something women. Ivana New Man.
Yeah. I don't see it.
Ivana New Man,
It's an episode. In this week's episode of Ivana, she teaches young men how to date older women. Great. Ivana Young Man is the whole show. Kind of not working out.
It's coming to Fox. Ivana Young Man. Not Yin Man, Young Man. Anyway, all right, quick. Let's talk about this love at first sight thing.
I think we should.
All right. So Stench would like to give his theory after he read this article in this study about love at first sight by Stench.
This is what I think the article said.
Okay.
It was, there is such thing as love at first sight. And in fact, in any relationship, according to this article, you determine within the first few minutes what kind of relationship you're going to have with that person. Mm-hmm. So let's say you look at someone and you honestly size them up like, I want to bone her.
Right.
Then that's the kind of person you're just going to have sex with them and it's over. You could look at another person and be like, oh my God, she's perfect. I'm going to marry her. And you could believe in that relationship then to marry that person. It's almost, and then if you think, I like her, but she's kind of an ass and I don't think I get along with her, and you could doom the relationship to just be a fighting relationship until it eventually doesn't work out.
But that's weird though, because I've met a couple guys in the last 10 years that I thought I was going to marry, and I'd said, I'm going to marry that guy, and I never married him.
That might have a little to do with you.
But did you start it out with the negative, of like they're kind of a jerk, kind of an ass, but I like it? Or, do you know what I mean? Did you set the negative up first?
No, the negative. Well, I don't know. It's weird because, I'm sorry. I can't move. Like with FP, I didn't have this amazing attraction to him at the beginning. I thought he was nice, but I thought he was too tall, which is funny. But
I think that about almost everyone.
I just, I didn't have this amazing, we didn't connect at the very beginning or anything like that. So I didn't think, oh my God, I'm going to marry him. I thought we were going to shtup, which we did shtup for 7 years. And
that was perfect then.
But with Builder Bob, I thought, I'm going to marry this guy. But then that's not even a possibility.
Hold on, the first thing you did with Builder Bob was try to hook him up with another woman. When you first met him, you were trying to hook him up with the fat girl.
What fat girl?
Remember at a wedding, you met him and you were trying to hook him up with a fat girl and you ended up with him.
Leading to Stench's theory to still be true. You tried to push him off, and sure enough, you didn't marry him.
But I didn't. When I first met him, I wasn't looking to hook up. I was still heartbroken over FP, so I wasn't looking to hook up with him. That's a different.
That's what I mean. But so, and immediately within, they're saying the scientific study that they did shows that in the immediate moments of meeting this person, you weren't. Oh my God, I'm going to marry him, even though you were within the immediate weeks of the relationship.
That's because my heart was in a different place. But then after I thought, okay, I'm here, I'm having fun. Hey, this guy is. When I started talking to him as.
You know what? You just said it. My heart was in another place when I met him, and guess what? You pushed that guy away time and time again. Because your heart was in another place.
My God.
At the onset, even though you did really love him.
I don't even think you liked him enough to beat him, did you?
No, she loved him later.
Yeah, I loved him.
Yeah, but did you hit him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you loved him.
Once he broke down the walls, she loved her.
Here's the one flaw with your theory, at least with me, and I know you guys think I'm different.
I only hit him once, and it was just a tap.
In this regard, but I think it's true of most men.
It was
and that is, you said if you meet a girl and you go, oh my God, I really want to bone her, then you just want to have sex with her. If you meet a girl and think, God, I really want to marry her, she'd be great, then you may marry her. Have you ever met a woman that you thought, oh my God, she'd be great and I'd like to marry her, that you didn't immediately also think, God, I'd love to bone her? They go hand in hand.
Yeah, I don't. Okay,
There's no way that you could have one thought without the other.
It says it suggested speed dating have value as people did not want to waste time. It's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy. We make a prediction about what kind of relationship we could have with a person. That helps determine how much effort we will be willing to put into developing a relationship. So, self-fulfilling prophecy. So if I meet Jack and I say, I'm going to marry him, then what? I'll put more effort into it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But if Jack doesn't feel the same way about me, then it doesn't matter how much effort I put into it.
Right. But that's not what the
You have
story
to try
is
harder.
about your love at first sight, not his.
Okay, you're right.
You need to try harder.
Hit him earlier.
Jack dumped you.
If I think we could be friends, I'll communicate more, tell you more about myself, and do things that will help ensure a friendship does develop. If I have a more negative prediction about a future relationship, then I will restrict communication and make it harder to develop. So I meet Jack. I think he's great, but it's really, I know he's not my one. So he'd say, like, how's your family? They're fine.
So this study is basically a load of crap because it basically says you're only going to go as far in a relationship as you're willing to put in the effort to, which has nothing to do with love at first sight.
No, it's saying you, in your mind, immediately your mind decides how far this relationship's going to go, and you don't even know it.
But I'm with Jack because, for example, this Russ guy, you know Russ from San Francisco?
What was your thought when you first met him?
I thought that's the guy that I remember connecting with on the radio. Like, that I thought he had good values on the radio. And then I saw him in action, and I thought, wow, he's a player.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? But yeah, he and I have
wrong.
You still think he's a player? No, you were right.
Wrong
when you
the
met
first
him.
time, though.
But
right when you met him.
This is sight.
But yet he and I, because we only have phone conversations, have talked more in the last month than I've talked to anybody. I mean, we talk all the time and about everything.
And what haunts you in the back of your head about having a relationship with
That
him?
he's a player.
Yeah, he's a player. I think your
But
mind
I still have opened up to him.
I've never changed my tune since the day you've met me. That I fall in love during the first date as much as I'm ever going to fall in love, and then I spend the next 6 months to a year falling out of love with that person. So, I mean, and one time, well, actually, I didn't love Gretchen when I married her. I fell into love on that one. I lucked out. But I fall in love at first sight all the time, but then it breaks down.
Earlier research had assumed there was a cumulative effect that happens in the first days of meeting that helps determine how relationships will develop. It says, but we're finding that it all happens much sooner than that. Literally within a few minutes, you know.
I agree.
I don't know. After the first meeting, which lasted between 3, 6, and 10 minutes, the students completed a questionnaire which asked them to predict how they envisioned a future relationship developing and how much they had in common with the person they just met.
And then did they take years developing those relationships to see if those first impressions
well,
were right?
that's then 9 weeks later, the participants were asked what kind of relationship had developed. People who rated the potential relationship more positively tended to sit closer to their partner during class and talk more to that person. After 9 weeks, they were more likely to have developed a close relationship, the study found.
Okay.
How many boned?
I don't know.
That's
it
the important
says
part.
that tells you things are happening very quickly. People are making snap judgments about what kind of relationship they went with the person they just met. But isn't that come down to the book by the cover by the book?
Yeah.
I mean, so if you sat down and talked to some hot Playboy bunny for 6 minutes, of course you're like, I love you.
And then you find out it wasn't
that
true.
she's stupid.
Yeah, because initially when you see her, you go, God, she's so hot. I bet you there's no way that she's that smart and that I can have a relationship with her because it would be too good to be true. And it's self-fulfilling prophecy.
I thought about this. If somebody just never told you about their past at all, you might have such a different opinion of them. Imagine meeting this beautiful blonde woman. Turns out she's really smart and articulate. But then you find out she was one of Hef's 7 blondes.
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't matter what she said or did. She could become a neurosurgeon after that. And she was the spaz that was one of the 75-year-old man's 7 girls.
Well, and then that's a whole different Oprah because, all right, so we'll talk about this love at first sight thing. But that goes into that thing where that guy on whatever show it was found out that that the girl he was in, quote, love with dated Fabio.
Right.
And he just
couldn't take it.
He could never date her again because once you date Fabio or Whoopi Goldberg, you just can't date him again.
Poor Ted Danson's on the rocks forever.
All righty. Hey.
There's a lot.
What?
There's just a ton going on.
It's very busy, Danny. It's very busy. First of all, there's some kind of offer. Oh, God. Officer involved shooting at the Drug Emporium in West Hollywood. North Hollywood, sorry.
Okay, I've been here all morning.
Right.
Just I heard the word Drug Emporium and gun, and I thought, I haven't got an alibi.
On Oxnard and Cahuenga or something? Yeah, that sounds good. What?
I thought we were going to go to. We all stared at Jack. I thought we were going to go to a live or something.
No. It's just I don't know exactly what happened, but we'll find out that. But it happened earlier this morning, and it's breaking news. I guess.
Also, our friend George Maloof.
Yeah.
He didn't have enough going on with the whole Bachelor, the Palms girl thing and his birthday and stuff. But check this out. Apparently, Britney Spears wants a big bachelor party for her husband-to-be. So she's rented out for 3 days the Real World Suite at the Palms for $10,000 a night. And they think George would comp it. just to get her to do it. But she's paying out $30,000 to the Maloof.
Wow, that's a good day.
That's a good day.
By the way, our bachelorettes that won here at the Radio Ranch show, we were all in that thing.
Been in that very. I've never even seen it.
It's cool. It's very cool. Also, this morning we need to talk to the emu guy because that big old hurricane is coming to town.
Yeah.
So we have to talk about that. We have to get to Surreal Life no matter what. Everybody's talking about that show. It's fabulous. Also, Jack is starting a new campaign on drunkjack.com and also on his blog at star987.com to change the name of Placentia. Because every time we say Placentia, we think of placenta, and it bugs us.
Yeah, it just is too close.
Right, and it's a nice little town.
Yeah, there's no need.
Yeah.
Change name
All
to,
right, what's the one that's like a corn mash that you fry? Polenta. Okay.
Because we think of Placentia.
Yeah.
Placentia's the city. Wait.
No, Placentia is the city. Placenta is the thing that comes out after.
That looks
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, and that you can fry up.
Yeah, some people eat.
Yeah.
Some people claim to eat. I've yet to know.
Me either.
Eric Estrada was going to eat it. He didn't eat it.
Some people plant it. I hope it grows into a tree.
David Carradine planted it. He said he was going to eat it and chickened out and planted it.
Yeah.
I think same with
So Jack is starting a big campaign, right?
Yeah, I just feel like, almost any other name would be better
than Placentia.
It's a nice place, but bad name.
Well, and they've changed a lot of, along the way in life. It's not like, people should be upset. They've changed a lot of names. Schools.
It's in the paper today.
The Arrowheads, you can't be all those Indian names. What?
Little Dicker's Church.
Is no longer Little Dickers?
Just changed its name.
What is it, just Little Dick now?
I'd have to look. No, they got that whole thing out of there.
Ow.
It's like Steve's Church now, or Little Brown Church or something, but they just changed its name. And, a matter of fact, to try and relate to my friend the Stenchster, I watched some of the sports highlights this morning.
Oh, wow.
And they're after the Redskins. They wanted them to change their name.
Yeah.
The Kansas City Chiefs, they want them to change
their name. Yeah, you can't
go, That's crap. My ancestors did not go out of their way to steal this country from the red man just so we can't make that noise.
Can't do the price chopper thing.
That's no good.
Or whatever it was called. There was
the tomahawk chop?
Yeah, that's it. Price chopper. It's a grocery store back in Kansas City. I'm going to the price chopper. Anyway, sorry. Hey, that was scary. About football. By the way, a lot of men are missing life and the joys of life and the joys of their children growing up and the joys of everything that yesterday had to offer because of football.
Not me.
Sitting on their fat asses, scratching their moles, and watching football. It's just a damn shame, that's all. They're wasting life. They have no idea how precious life is.
Right.
Because we sure did notice.
Yeah. Jamie was walking 100 miles for Team Nancy. I, of course, was delivering one of the most important lines ever delivered in show business.
Right, Jack, do you have that important line that's ever developed in show business?
Because, my time's valuable, and I had to get this ready.
Yeah, all right.
So, let's get back on the bus and start the adventure.
I would like to say that you're raising money to cure cancer is certainly important.
Right.
But... I had to do that.
Yeah, right. And why don't you do it in kind of a, as if you were speaking.
Oh, by the way.
And then slow speak.
Here's one of the things you don't know. I did that with a limp.
Wow. But could you do it to us
in a regular voice?
Speaking. No, speaking. Like Hamlet.
Okay. Can I hear it one more time for...
Yeah, go ahead.
So, let's get back on the bus and start the adventure.
All right. To do it appropriately, I'm going to have to lose the so. That starts at so.
All right.
I'm going to have to lose that. Ready?
Yeah, good luck.
Let's get back on the bus and start the adventure.
Wow, I liked it.
Yeah?
I liked it a lot.
Thank you.
I thought you really gave there.
Yeah, thank you.
Could you do it like Spock?
That kind of was like Spock.
No, it would be like, let's.
No, that's Captain Kirk.
Whoever.
One's a Vulcan.
I was going to add the word Spock and then it would have been Captain Kirk. It would have been Spock. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Well, you know what? My bones and muscles are so sore, they're giving off that weird endorphin thing.
Right.
Like that I'm higher than a kite right now because of sore muscles and bones.
Really?
Oh, that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
I'm not just stupid today. It's not just fatigue. It's that endorphin thing.
Right on.
Yeah, that's just what's going on. It's all crazy in my head. And see, every time I slap my knee, it really...
Yeah, I saw it happen, boys and girls. She's not making that up. I saw her slap her knee and wince. That's funny.
All right, here's some calls about what we were talking about earlier. Love at first sight. Here's Sylvia. Hi.
Hi, Jamie. I love your voice.
Oh, thanks, Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia.
Hi, Danny.
It's like a spa.
It is for your head.
This is what happened to me. I was going to college. I met someone. I liked him, and it was love at first sight. He didn't notice me because he was drunk.
There's love.
And he was carrying the beer in his bag.
Oh, that's
Instead of
hot.
carrying books. Yeah, but I didn't know that. So then I made him notice me. I changed to his table, and then he noticed me because I'm like, why is he not noticing me when everybody else does? And I am just so hot.
And that was it? Oh my God.
And now I've been married with him for 10 years, and once he noticed me, he fell in love with me too. So I really believe that in love at first sight, and it can happen to anybody.
Can I ask you a question, Sylvia?
Yeah.
When he really did notice you, was he sober yet?
When he noticed me?
Yeah.
Yes.
And does he still drink?
Hell no.
He doesn't drink anymore?
No.
Wow. I mean, from going from your backpacks full of beer to not drinking anymore.
See, that's too much weight for me. Fanny pack full of vodka.
Oh, that's good, Dan.
That's Disneyland.